Oh no. Oh no, dude. I was I was 94% done with this game before the patch dropped out, and now I'm down to 90% because there's so many new achievements. Man, this it's never gonna end, man. It's never gonna end. Oh no. Oh no. Hey everybody, I hope you guys are all doing okay. Welcome back to Let's Play Siralim Ultimate, and today is a glorious day indeed. You might be able to tell that things look a little bit different at the start of the video. There's no music. I'm not in my hub area. I'm not even in the game yet. I've launched the game on Steam, but curiously, I'm being prompted to choose a language. Looks like it's not detecting my controller on this. You know what? I'll just keyboard this, I guess. We'll confirm English as our language. And I really hope the controller gets detected at this stage. Let me press A. There we go. The controller is indeed being detected. Let me make some... My table is a bit of a clutter right now. As you can see in the bottom left, we are no longer in version 1.1.1 point whatever we were. We are now in version 2.0.36. And this is going to be me going into the 2.0 patch for the very first time. Honestly, I know some of the things that are going to be in the patch. I have the patch notes open on the browser, so we will be looking at that while we... Well, I mean, I'll probably be switching back and forth between the patch notes and the game, but for now, let's continue on with my game. Saving and load times were supposedly optimized, and ooh yes, that load time is much better. The game just feels smoother as well, doesn't it? Maybe that's just like a placebo effect because I know that a patch happened, but supposedly, I mean, there's nothing in the mailbox. I guess you gotta read the patch notes if you want to see what's going on. First thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go into decoration mode, and we're gonna see. Actually, you know what, let me just slightly reduce the volume on OBS. Well, we'll keep it at there. All right. Okay. All right. Okay. We gotta lock in because there's gonna be possibly some new utility. Customizable creature, customizable NPC, portal. All of this stuff has already been put. Player spawn location is set. Nether shop is set. Custom. God, I really hope that my save file has also been updated. I guess we'll find out by going to the bestiary and seeing, yes, of course. We had a full bestiary. Now there are a bunch of creatures that we haven't seen. 160 of them, evidently. Let's also take a look at our achievements. Oh man, dude. Oh no. Oh, dude, I was at 94% completion, and now because of all the new stuff they've added, it's down to 90%. Man, what? Okay, you know what? Listen, let's see. Where are these new achievements? Okay, so there's gonna be a bunch more achievements for the characters that they added, so that'll account for a little bit of it. But maybe they've added new masters as well. Let's just look through the list of all achievements, right? And look at our uncompleted ones. Windrunner, these are just the Royal Reaver, these are just the competent achievements. The Mermaid and the Antiquarian should be in this list as well. Yeah, so there are new specializations that we've got to do a bunch of stuff with. The Mermaid and the Mesmerist are the other two. We've got to ascend them as well. We've got to... what's the other thing you do? You ascend... and then you gotta do the realm quests with them. Those are the main things. Synthesis missions, right. There's this stuff that we gotta do. Nether synthesis, where you can make nether stones, collect stardust from exotic portals. Rune of Prophecies, that's our old stuff. Master of Space Cats. Master of Spell. Okay, so these are the master achievements, right? So the masters for the new races. Gain minions, right? That's part of it as well. Glamour is another new currency that's been added that we don't have any of it yet. Weather effects for my castle. Is this a new thing? No, I think this might be an old thing because we've already got some of those. And then we come back to the beginning. So, you know what? How do we unlock the new specializations? Do we just... Oh, no. You probably have to do missions to unlock them. Right. Yeah, let me confirm that. Do I have any glamour? I've got 0 glamour. Okay. I have 0 glamour to buy any of this this fun stuff. Costumes. Let's see. Let's look at the tables. Some of these look like stuff we've already seen, but maybe they're new. No, this one I definitely remember. The game table. Table tennis. Oh god, I'm already getting sucked into rabbit holes. Okay, we gotta lock in. We gotta figure out what's what. So I don't know how much we're gonna be playing in this episode because I tell you what, we'll play a little bit, but before we do, let me pull up the patch notes. Now, these aren't going to be the final versions of the patch notes because this is from back in April. Not that long ago, but a lot of playtesting has happened since then. So if I do this, the patch notes should come up. Yes. Okay. Oh, easy. Easy. Let me, yeah, it seems pretty centered. Okay. So, this is a massive update, and this is the notice that was given to people doing the beta testing, right? So, I don't think we have to worry about backing up our saves. There's new game options. These aren't going to really apply to us because we have an existing game. This, however, will apply to us because all of the content gets unlocked for everybody. As we saw, we've got new specializations, exotic creatures now drop a new currency, so now we are incentivized once again to go into all these exotic portals. A new repeatable mission, Nether Synthesis, which will give you random nether stones. Oh, it costs Stardust, which we don't have. So we get Stardust from killing exotic creatures, and then okay. This is intended to use as an alternative use for Stardust once you've collected all the exotic creatures you care about. So maybe if new exotics have been added, we'll unlock them first. Then we've got to do some nether synthesis just to get the achievement, and of course nether stones as well. A new currency called Glamour. It can be found from all sources of loot. Okay, so we'll just get Glamour by playing normally. 184 new creatures. Hang, this one seems but hang on a second. 184 new creatures. Maybe that was maybe some of these creatures got cut because unless my math is wrong, and I don't think it is because this is a pretty easy subtraction to do. There's only 160. Maybe some of them were gonna be added, but got cut for time. Possibly. Anyway, let's keep going through this list. New traits. New 200 new achievements, of which 4 are Steam achievements. 2 of them for the or 3 of them for the new classes that were added. More spells. New cards for the new. Hang on a second. Oh my god. There's way more than 75 new cards. Man, what? Okay, we disabled the Volpertinger. There's a new Mythicant? And we disabled Diabolic Horde because we don't want it on this class. And there's a new Uralos? Oh yeah, and we're gonna be able to get duplicate cards now as well. Alright. Sorry, I don't think I had it up. I think I still had the browser up. Let me pull the game back up. So what I was doing was I was going through the card album, and then I was being like, oh, like we have 1052 cards, but apparently there's almost 1500 in total. That's more cards than there are creatures, which is a little bit worrying. But maybe there are cards for non-creature things. Like maybe there are cards for the NPCs like Everett or other stuff. And if I look at anointments... Yeah, you can now collect the animator anointments as well. I don't know who provides those. We'll have to look at the new false gods soon. So let's start a new project. Nether synthesis seems to just cost granite? Let's unlock the new special. I tell you what. As much as I want to... Oh no, this is just to unlock the mission type. This is not the mission itself. Okay. Well, here's the order in which we'll do it. We'll unlock the 3... Actually, we'll unlock the mission type... We'll unlock this last. Well, no, let's unlock this first. Okay. Now, what else do we want to do? Before we dive into the realms. We've got a bounty against Mindworm, that's fine. Our creatures seem fine. Let me just turn the browser off, just to see. I think the first thing I want to do is I want to do just a normal realm. Cards, relics. You can disable relic bonus. Relic synergies are fine. Guild bonuses are fine. There's one thing I wanted to check. If I go down to the guilds, have they fixed the text overflow? Yes. So if your bonuses get big enough, like we've got almost 70% for the a nature guild. It was flowing off the screen. And now that overflow has been fixed. However, it looks like the K is slightly overflowing. Is it? Hang on. I've got to... I know it's not. It's not overflowing, it's just right at the edge of the screen, so there are no pixels between it at the edge, but it's not actually going over the edge. So you know what? Technically, there's nothing graphically wrong with this. Alright. So I don't know why that was like such an important thing for me to check, but we did it. And a Rune of Prophecies is also fun. You know what? Let's just go into a realm. Let's just go into a realm. We'll stay on instability 0. Dude, that is instant. That is so good. That is instant. That is... Well, immediately we get a new spell. Alright, Nuclear Blast. Alright. We can summon creatures. The new Fog of War. Some people don't like it. But I think it looks it looks much better. I think it looks way better. Okay, so one other reason I wanna play on instability 0 is as we're looking at these new... I should be... Ooh, finding new spells. I should be looking at these creatures in more detail. But the problem is they're dying too quickly with our party. They're dying too quickly, man. So that's the realm quest done. We gotta find a master. Do we have to kill candle enemies? We do. Can we? Is there anybody? I love that it shows you that you found the card. Is there anybody here who we can summon? Whose card? Does the Tunukruk have a card? We'll check. That's gonna be on my short list. Does the treasure golem now have a... Well, you wouldn't be able to summon it even if it did. The Purgast is another option. So Tunukruk, Purgast, and then I think Mogwai was the other rare one from the olden days. Yeah, Mogwai, right? Tunukruk, Purgast, Mogwai. And then the exotic creatures previously didn't have cards, maybe they do now. Herbling? maybe that has a card as well. Oh yeah, the god spawns. Maybe they also, maybe they also now have cards. The exotics. Hmm. Maybe that's why there's so many new cards to collect, is because previously in our bestiary there were so many creatures who we had in our bestiary, but they didn't have cards associated with them. Okay, this is just completely changed. This has just completely changed the game. And the avatars, do they have cards? The animatus? Well, one way to check is if we go to the bestiary, there's gonna be an icon that looks like a blank card with an X through it to denote creatures that don't have cards. That's what it used to be. Now, though, I'm not seeing that icon. Let's take a look at the animatus, right? Unless they just changed, like they removed that. You see, the animatus no longer has the that thing associated with it. So I tell you what we'll do. We'll take a look at our, what do we need to kill? A lot of nature, a lot of life, a lot of chaos, a lot of, well, not so much. So nature, life, chaos. So Tanukruk is chaos, I think. Summon 2 of those, and Mogwai and Purghast. I don't think either of them are... Do we need to kill sorcery? We don't need to kill sorcery. So I'll now go to the like exotics. Like a life class exotic. But there are too many creatures. Okay, well, wait, what? Did they lower the creature limit? Maybe they did. Maybe they did. Okay, so unfortunately the party that we're playing with right now, it's not a good... Is it... The lighting effects are throwing me off a little bit. Is it? Hang on, there's something... It's not just me, let me... Yeah, I can see it on OBS. There's some weird lighting stuff going on. Hang on, let me go... The display, no, where's, like, the graphics? Is it in gameplay? Values of 0. Fusion palettes. Something is, well... Party. Right, we're collecting the new spells. Right. When we go get the battle screen, it looks relatively fine. Right, we're just collecting all of the every spell in existence. All right. Alright, not too shabby. Alright. We'll just leave it at this for now. Maybe this Underdweller. Underdwellers have adapted to life in the darkest corners of the world, developing senses and powers that surface dwellers can't comprehend. They bring the shadows with them wherever they go, bending darkness to their will in the gloom. Underdwellers see truths that others miss, prepare to learn fear, as only those who dwell below can teach it. Well, we gained some mastery, and I think we would have gained knowledge with any of those creatures that we haven't seen yet, if indeed there were any. It looks like there weren't any, but we did gain knowledge with them, which is also good. And oh yeah, mastery with the new masters is another thing that's new. Do we need to collect buried treasure? We do. Ooh, the map looks so much better. Nice, dude. This is really nice. I'm gonna be interacting with all of these objects, I think. Just cause right, collecting more spells. I should be reading the spell descriptions, but I think I don't want to overwhelm myself. I don't want to overwhelm myself. It's another spell, gem conversion. That actually sounded like an interesting thing. I should have probably read that one. All right. Dude, it's so crisp, it's so smooth. Man, everything feels so much better. Oh god. Okay, but there was a buried treasure for us to collect. They didn't change this. They still have these gaps that you can see, but you can't walk through. Chainsaw. Target takes a large amount of damage continuously if they're vulnerable. After the dawn, okay, interesting. Not too bad. Reckoning, and another spell. We made our donation. Now let's. Do we want? Is there a reason to go home? No, let's just go to another realm, and I want to see what the lighting is like. Okay, so maybe the lighting was just weird, because in this realm, there seems to be a different sort of lighting. Ooh, and that's another creature that we just saw. Cursed Effigy. So maybe Tartareth's realm just has that lighting because it's meant to evoke you're in a, dark place and you're not really sure about what's going on. Ooh, trade offer? Target gains this creature's artifact trade, alright. More, Grand Explosion. A large amount of damage on inflicted with bomb, okay. Icicle Rain. Potent and bleeding. Charity. I'm sure there's gonna be new spells that are relevant to our build. But for now, we've gotta just... Yeah, unfortunately the battle ends before I can select these creatures and target them. Now we're talking to the Effigy Master. Oh, they're like training dummies. Yeah, unfortunately with our build, at least on Instability 0. The battle ends before we can do anything. Ooh, I bet the Riddle Dwarves have new questions. Dark Tranquility sounds like death? Oh, come on. Come on. I should have probably checked that. We have a Riddle Dwarf objective as well. Though, to be fair, 5 is probably too high anyway to try and get it done. Alright, so we're getting new achievements. Who are you? You're just a dude giving me stuff? You know what? That's fine. I welcome any dude that wants to give me stuff. Alright. Not too bad. Let's go through this portal. Oh yeah, we can't open the chests. Let's talk to you first. Grand Fireball. Alright, massive amount of damage. Alright. Now let's... We were looking at like exotic creatures, right? So we still need... We haven't killed a single life creature, really? I don't think we can summon... Yeah. Avatars, right, so let's find the exotics. And we'll summon the first life-type exotic that I see. Heartminder. Alright. Alright, boys. We gotta... We gotta go through. I guess I will even go into these things now because I kind of want to open every chest. Riptide, another spell? I think pretty soon we're gonna have all the spells collected. Probably. God, man, everything about this game feels so good. And this is not gonna be the last update, by the way. There's gonna be more updates. But I think the new updates are gonna be more about, like, just adding new, like, niche content and new creatures, that kind of thing, and not, you know, major overhauls. But as major overhauls go, I'm calling it right now. This is a huge, huge success. Huge success. 10 out of 10. If the game wasn't already 10 out of 10, then it is now. Alright. Alright. God, I was actually in a not a bad mood, but in a slightly annoyed mood because I'm still trying to do Ascension 20 with the defect, but this has completely turned everything around. And when I'm done with this, I'm gonna go back to playing Slay the Spire. I mean, not right away. I've got to go for a walk. I've got to reply to some emails. Got to make some plans with friends or confirm plans with friends. But later on, I'm gonna be on such a high for the whole rest of the day that I think even the trash balancing of Ascension 20 Slay the Spire isn't gonna be enough to spoil my mood. So 2 new spells that we just took? Oh my. You know what? Just do this. Just do this. Just another spell? Okay. It's another spell? Okay. Don't mind if I do. Taken out the master, and we've actually completed our divination candle objective. Right, so dude, it's so quick now to go to new realms. It's instant, man. This is whatever optimizations were done were clearly expertly implemented. Dude, the like one or another spell, the one or two like tiny little complaints I had about this game, about the like optimization of this, it's all just completely gone. Now the only question is gonna be, have they changed false gods, or is it still the same old thing? Ooh, we got a different weather effect here. We got wind. We got some. We got 2 more spells. Like, there's so many. I couldn't possibly read all of them, and maybe I should switch to. Maybe I should switch back to my animator, because then we'd be able to actually take a look at these creatures and read their descriptions. But we can go into the bestiary to do that. 2 more spells. Gems of Raiden. Like Mortal Kombat Raiden? Is that the guy? Or I see my petition was rejected. Protected elites still 4 spells? Protected elites have not yet been banned from the game. Listen, we can. I'm not gonna stop pushing for it until until they're gone. But listen, I'm in such a good mood that even protected elites can't spoil my mood. Here's one of the new masters, Calumnier. Strategic fighters with scales harder than forged steel. When they work together, they're practically invincible. Their elegant yet deadly fighting style has earned them respect across Rhodia. Okay. I mean, they look pretty nice. A bunch of them have masks, you know, those masks on sticks, but one of them just has the fucking, like, mirror in front of his face. Is that a thing? It seems kind of, like, low budget, low effort, but maybe that's an actual thing that happens in, like, whatever art form it is that, you have those kinds of masks. Anyway, let's just carry on through Calumniers. I guess I'll do this. Man, why are there mimics on top? That's so lame, dude. A new nether stone. Have we donated? Yes, we have. Alright. Bros. Let's carry on. Oh yeah, it doesn't show you the entire realm now. You gotta actually explore. Well, that I have mixed feelings about. Unless they change the realm generation to make it so that it's not another spell. So that you don't have like weird offshoot areas that are hard to get to. Do we need to hand in our goblet? We don't. We do need to find a treasure golem though. I tell you what, for the nether boss, Etta is pretty easy. For the nether boss, I will actually ratchet up the realm instability. 435 is a good amount to take. Let's just immediately go in. He's got something to show you. And she's dead. Oh my god, dude. Phew. Okay, so this is what this is what happens when you go in with actual item bonus. So we got 2 nether stones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 spells. Richter 10 is a cool name. Mass amount of damage continuously. Sounds great. Oh my god, what is going on? Oh, it's showing me... It's showing me even stuff I've already collected, right? Okay, maybe if I go to... the loot filter... What was the... Where was the loot filter? Was it display? Was it controls? Surely not. It's gotta be not battle text. This game. It's gotta be in gameplay. Loot display filter should be. Yeah, only nether stones, skins, inscriptions, and cards. So inscriptions, you should only get them once, right? So why is it saying that we have 2 of these? Did it just... Did... Maybe I'm not understanding how this works, but I mean, I see we've already seen Deadly Duel, haven't we? Like, you should only find inscriptions. You know what? What's probably happening is... I think I know what's happening. When you come into an area, it has a list of inscriptions that you haven't gotten yet. And it probably... We're finding them so quickly that it hasn't had a chance to update them. The old ones are still on the list. And we're just too deep into the game. Our loot bonus is just too high for the game to keep up. Well, I mean, it's good to know that at least... Paragon Master? I was expecting there to be a new master. Oh, it's so quick, dude. Okay, so now it looks like the inscriptions are starting to ease off a little bit. Have we donated? I don't know if we have. Yes, we have. We do need to collect the treasure, though. Party. And it's a new group of enemies. Okay, yeah, so now I think we've probably exhausted the pool of inscriptions. Okay. God, it's so smooth, it's so crisp. And I do like the new Fog of War. I like it a lot. It makes the game feel more alive, you know? Alright. Oh, there's another chest. And you know what, we'll hit these guys. I forget which things give me treasure and which ones don't. This one just gives me 1 emblem, okay. It's fine. It's fine, collect this. Yeah, let's do that. Anything else? I think we're good to just go to the next area, which might be our first... Well, you know what? Might as well hit this dude. Easy. Yeah, now looks like we're back to just finding normal shit. The spell bubble has officially burst. No more. I think we probably just in 2 realms found every single new spell that the game had. Whoa! Rally and one for all. Is that good? This one we gotta destroy. That has a. Let's take a look at the new one. Rally and one for all. Are those good? Oh, it's a triple. It's a triple trait. I think this is a useful one for us as well. It's a blight thing. This, I think, is not that useful. That's not that great. I think we already have you monsters or people though. On one of our. Yeah. But, you know what? That does mean that we can now just put an extra trait in there. But we'd have to change up the and now teleporting back home is instantaneous. So my main disincentive for not going back home is just completely gone. That's got a trait. That's got a trait. That's the one that we take out. Oh yeah, is there anything new to buy with piety? Or is it just the same old stuff? Enhance. Looks like mostly the same old stuff. Attack damage. Amount of stats your relics increase. Should I just... You know what? Healing bonus? No, that's not... Yeah. Yeah, let's just raise this to like 200. It's barely even putting a dent in all the piety we've collected. Well, now it's starting to go down. And then I guess we'll just raise that to 300. That'll be the next target. You know, it's looking like there's nothing. Okay, if there's anything awesome to do with piety that I'm missing out on, I'll give anybody watching a chance to put it in the comments right now. And if nobody says anything, then next episode or the episode after that, I'll just spend everything on those 3 things, because that, I think, seems like the most useful thing to me. Alright, so let's... I guess we'll stay on realm instability? Yeah, the lighting is weird here. The lighting is weird in certain areas. It must be deliberate. Maybe it's just something to get used to. They haven't removed the chance to resist damage. Another thing for us to petition for on change.org. Wait, did they? They sealed my spell gems. I need to. Do I have Astral Dimension? Okay, sign macro. No. Edit macro. I've got to edit 3 different macros. If this creature is alive, cast Astral Dimension. And move the line. No. Oh, no. Hang on. Okay, so we need to move this. Move this line up. And then add line if this creature is alive, cast Astral Dimension, and then move that line up. And then move that line up. That's... hang on. And then... live, cast... wrong thing. Astral... Dimension. And then move that line up. Alright. Okay, boys. I think this should work. Alright. Midnight Feast. Is that a good stone? God, there's just... I'm being inundated with stuff. Does indirect damage count as killing a creature? Probably not. I don't know that for a fact, though. Maybe it does. Actually, no, it wouldn't, because you could poison a creature, and then they could die like 4 turns later, and then would you just randomly get an extra turn? So it probably doesn't. That's annoying. Hate those bards. Another thing to petition for changing in future patches, but that's probably not going to change. I think games are allowed to have one thing in them to troll the players, and the bards, I think it's sufficiently funny that you gotta actually find the buried treasure now. It doesn't light up. guess the bards are fine. Yeah, maybe it's not a lighting effect. Maybe it's meant to be like clouds. Oh, in Tartareth, maybe that wasn't lighting. Maybe that was meant to be like smoke. I think that might be a... That might be the implication. Okay, so now that I understand that this is clouds, it makes a lot more sense, and I'm not worried. At first I thought maybe something was like glitching out, but clearly it's just it's working excuse me, as intended. As freaking intended. You know what? Yeah, let's do these corrupted obelisks as well. Maybe we don't have to do every single thing. Maybe I'll focus on things that give us, like, treasure. But in that case, we did have to, get those obelisks, right? Alright, is there any... Oh, yeah, it doesn't show you... You have to actually explore the realm. Because previously, you could look at the map and be like, oh, there's this big room that I haven't been in. And that big room might have my stuff, so... That's a pretty big gameplay change, which we're just gonna have to get used to. Alright, does everybody have barrier in this realm, or it must be because of their fusion? Alright, we'll do this as well. We haven't found any new cards yet. But we also remember from experience that cards are a very rare drop. We're still at we're still at 1052. All right. I think now we'll go on to another realm. And we'll see. We'll see. We will see how this... Well, let's head back home. Now that it's instantaneous, there's no reason to not just go home and hand in your projects every single time. We have 0 of this currency, but we unlocked it, so now we can do it at some point in the future. Let's start unlocking the Antiquarian, the Mermaid, and the Mesmerist. And let's take on Mind Worm. We've also got to find Xantai. I think we have to find Xantai at least once. Because we fought him lots of times. But there's a new shop that should show up. Supposedly in the patch notes. After fighting Xantai 5 times. Right, you know what, that's fine. God, like, the loading times, like that, if that was the only thing in this patch, that alone would make this worth it. Why are these guys so... Oh, they've got chance to resist damage. Gains 10 buffs? Huh. Is it their fusion that's causing this, or is it something else? Immune to indirect damage would be fatal. If now they're all bad. 7 debuffs. Oh my god. Okay, maybe we gotta actually take this serious for now. All right. This is a struggle. So they have less damage taken by like 46%. He's invisible, dude. That's the problem. Now he's dead. Immune to attack damage is fine. This would be horrible, so let's just give him more intelligence. I think this guy might kill us, though. Especially if we're gonna have like 7 debuffs. I've got to see, like, what is the Wyvern fusion doing? You know what? A mysterious portal. All right. So now you don't have to kill every single creature on the map. Okay. So they did change how false gods spawn. Powerful lad. What does the Wyvern trait do? Ah, okay, so yeah. The Wyvern trait is causing things to be annoying. Pandemonium Queen gives us another stone that... Maybe I should even be reading these non-trait nether stones carefully. Maybe something about them is also different now. I'd like to track down the master before I try to fight the false god. Please stop, dude. There definitely is some nonsense going on with the fusion. Alright. Three more enemies and a master as well. And their unstable horror every time they defend is proving to be a pain as well. Just on account of wasting our time. Alright. I should save one of these meteors for my false god fight. The Space Cat Master. Space Cats have traversed the cosmos and mastered gravitational manipulation. Their alien technology allows them to float effortlessly while raining down attacks from above. My Space Cats have hunted prey across 17 galaxies, bringing their extraterrestrial hunting techniques to Rhodia. Shall I tell you about the things I've seen, or would you prefer a demon? Okay, well, we couldn't see their health bars because these are all new creatures, but we took them out. We've got the Sigil of the Space Cat as well. Yeah, 46% less damage taken is hurting us quite a bit. Still no cards. I'm sure the card drops are just right around the corner. Okay. I think I'll ignore that last enemy, and then we'll go into the False God fight. I think we might be fucked unless we can do a greater dispel. No frickin' clue. Okay, the snare is wearing off at least. Whoa, he keeps reapplying the snare. That's dumb, dude. I haven't done a single thing in this fight yet. Okay, well, parts of his body are starting to die. What? Yeah, the snare was rough. So, is this also going to be quicker? Yes, it is going to be quicker. I mean, So, we're probably going to be getting some new, types of creatures here as well. I'll take Confident Facade. My Heaping Treasure gives me just 6,000 reputation. And nothing, eh? Nothing, eh? Okay. Do I want to get into more fights? Probably not. Enemies are a little bit too tanky in this realm. So unless we're super close to another favor rank, which we're not, I think we're gonna call it good, and we're gonna go back home. Actually, no, we gotta collect this. Alright. 150 and then 500, and now we're a lot closer to the next favor rank, but still not super close. Nonetheless, I'll be opening chests. I'll be opening chests. Because you can get good stuff from chests. But beyond that, I think we'll just go home. Let's just start new. I mean, maybe instead of getting keys, let's just focus on unlocking these specializations. And then once it's done for good. How's our Rune of Prophecies looking? The Riddle Dwarf thing is going to be a roadblock, but we'll just probably hand it in without that. Let's start a bounty against... Is there anybody new on this list? Caliban. Mermaid? So Saint Althea now has the mermaid anointments. I don't want to fight her yet. We just killed Mindworm. I don't want to do Caliban. I'll do Caliban like once, and then regret it immediately. All right. Wasn't there another stone that we had to destroy? 200 something. Or did I already get rid of it? Yeah, 294. Euthanasia on defend. Well, let's just destroy that. 294. Let's go into another realm. 376 sounds like a good bonus. Enemies are fused with ghouls. So let's see how that works out for us. Now this is the kind of killing speed that I'm used to. Enemies have rebirth, but that's not going to help them. And it looks like it's raining. We got some space cats, alright. Alright. Here's our first exotic portal. Is that a new creature? Yeah. So, does the currency come from killing the creature or opening the chests? Whatever it is, we'll figure it out. Achievement earned. Oh yes, we did collect some Stardust, because that's what the Starry Night achievement is for. I'm pretty sure. Alright. Looks like our fermented hops build is largely unscathed with the new additions. We were even able to take out a false god with a few issues because of the debuffs. 7 debuffs is very harsh. 7 debuffs, I think, almost guarantees that you'll be snared. So now I'm incentivized to maybe find something that makes us immune to being snared. Something to think about. 100 million power, that's a good milestone. Hopefully we stay above that. Ent Master we've already seen a bunch of times. There's still something in the vomit. That hasn't changed. There's always something in the vomit. Let me check this. Let me just make sure that we have that we're on the correct thing. So alphabetically, the Antiquarian will now be on top. We've got to ascend these new guys as well. We'll probably have an episode specifically dedicated to doing that. We're collecting. We've already collected 200,000 glamour. All right, we'll spend it soon. The competent antiquarian. Yeah, and evoker is the one right after that. Well, when we unlock the antiquarian. Oh, hey. These guys are still Excuse me? Excuse me? Excuse me? What the fuck was that? I heard that there are some... What? Some new instant kill mechanics. Oh my god, dude. Come on, man. So treasure golems are now even more of a pain. Next. Why are they immune to indirect damage, dude? That should not be allowed. Listen, man, we needed to do it for the achievement. Hey, we got a new skin for Ugat. That's oh, they're new God spawn skins. We'll take a look at that just now. Codex skins. Ugat is a avatar, right? It should be one of these guys, right? No. Ugat is a god spawn. Wait, aren't these god spawns? Singular, splendid. Maybe I'm wrong. Let's just sort by name. Where the hell is Ugat? Oh no, Ugat is the name of the thing. It's sorted by the name of the I'm pretty sure Ugat is a god spawn, but we're not looking for the creature. It's gonna be the name of the skin. Was there's yeah, exquisite. The Yoshi egg. Okay, well we found it. It was a bit of an ordeal, but we got to it. Yeah, I think the way skins are organized, you should have a few more options in how to sort them. Just to make it easier to find, or when you're looking for a specific one. But hey, that's our first rare drop in 2.0. Hey, here's our first card from 2.0, Dancing Effigy from a new card set. Your creatures take less and do that. It's a fantastic bonus to have. Let's take a look at the Effigy card set. 6 cards, and the more of them we assemble, the better the better we will feel. In fact, that might be one to fast track. That might be one to put on the top of the pile, top of the list. We haven't gotten any duplicate cards yet. Still looking for our first. I'll help that guy out in just a second. The only thing slowing the game down is the large piles of treasure that we're getting every single time we are handing stuff in. Alright, let's just start a new realm, I guess. Any second now. We're down below 100 million again. Because of how long this is taking, how many attempts this is taking. $386 extra traits. You know what? We'll we can deal with it. We can deal with it. Oh, this is maybe a bad realm to have extra traits in. But we'll make the best of it. Alright, dude. What's going on here? Excuse me? Like... Man, come on, dude. That was annoying. Yeah, it was their specific trait that was causing issues, because they were essentially giving themselves a damage cap. I think the rest of these should be good. Ooh. Oh, these are the things for our new specialization project. Alright. That's good. Okay, well, we're getting through. We're getting through. Alright, another exotic. Portal. Which of course we will investigate. Prismagician is another... you got a trash enemy in your party. But we got them taken out. There we go. Alright. I guess we'll do all of we're back to slow playing. We're back to going into all of these portals. Puzzle box for Aja Burku. So this is gonna be in the Godspawn list. Aja Burku? Aja? It's gonna be in the Godspawn list, but it's gonna be called Puzzle Box. Hey, it's Rubik's Cube. That's a cool skin. I like that one a lot. I like that one quite a lot. Easy. I'm just trying to open chests, man. Leave me be. I don't think we need to talk to these dwarves, though. Well, actually, let's see. Do they give me treasure? What do they do? Runs away crying. Next battle, creature start at the top of the timeline, which we already do. Alright, boys. Let's keep things moving. Autumn? It's autumn. So let's see. skin for Autumn under the God Spawn list called Dotum. I don't know what the reference is, but I'm sure it makes sense to somebody, somehow, somewhere. This guy... Okay, so tornado must be nature. Okay. Alright, let's do this. Alright, go down here. And I know, yeah, these do not give us treasure. I'm almost 100% certain. They just raise our speed, which is irrelevant. Irrelevant! That's the renegade. And we're back up to 100 million power. The last enemy rushing at us. As we get one of the evoker achievements. Let's just oh, they still haven't fixed the bug where the exotic portal stays on the map after you've cleared it. Is that a bug? Like, is there something you're supposed to do with portals after you've gone into them? I don't think so. Let's go to new realm. To lure should be easy to kill. So while we're farming for new cards, I think we should just stay on Instability 5 and endure the occasional annoying realm, but the rewards are going to be worth it, like new card sets, new skins. We've already collected all of the new spells, I think. Any day now. That was close, but not quite. Closer, but still not quite. That'll do. Less damage dealt is gonna make things annoying, but let's oh hey, we got some leaves flying. I'm into this. I'm into this. Yeah, the weather effects aren't too intrusive. The mist / smoke thing was freaking me out a little, but I think. Excuse me. Excuse. What? I don't understand what was causing them to be immune to blight. Ooh, netherstone just lying on the ground? Don't mind if I do. I should probably check their traits. But it seems like it was a one-off. $192, we're gonna have to destroy this. The Centaur Master. We've seen you before. We'll see you again, no doubt. Alright, dude. Alright. This realm isn't too bad. I don't think even to lure is going to be too you know, happy about what we're about to unleash on you. Oh, is he the guy? Yeah, he's the guy that you gotta hit these jokers 20 times. Well, now you're dead. Alright. That was fine. Let's do these as well. We did get a card from, I think, the random portal realm that we entered. Oh yeah, there's new spell sound effects. The, hello. Health, speed, that's the only health bonus, but is Zerda, excuse me, is Zerda a good trait? Nah, I'm not that interested in that. Alright. It shouldn't take us too long to get our knowledge up with the new creatures in our bestiary, and then we can start hunting them. But I think maybe... 202, we gotta destroy that as well. I think it was like 192 and 202. Those were the two I've already donated. God, okay. We gotta... We got it. Is there a reason to go back home? I don't think so. Not right now. Alright. So let's just continue on to the next realm. Actually, do we have your stuff? Can we easily find your stuff? It's probably down there somewhere. I guess since there might even be stuff in here. A bunch of nemesis creatures are also sources of loot. Alright. Actually, there is a reason to head back home, because I want to destroy these two nether stones before I forget. I think we get treasure out of this. Yes! Satyr Rammer. Is that our first duplicate card? Or is that a new card set? Well, let's figure that out by going into our card album. That is our first duplicate card. The Satyr Rammer, right? Happy about that. Any cards we find are just stat bonuses. That was a nature card, so that gained us a bit of speed. Oh, so 229 are the unique cards, and the +1 is the duplicate. Noted. Alright, we got a Pando fight right at the end as well. This definitely gives loot. Alright. Rune of Prophecies is looking pretty nice. Spell gem materials from any source of loot. Wait, do we no longer get them from you gotta collect this stuff, I think? No. How are we not... Is it... Oh, it's this stuff, isn't it? No, that's not it either. It's one of those things that I've not been picking up. I thought you just found this shit. Is it this? Well, no, that's just giving me knowledge. Well, you know what? Let's head back home. Let's crush. I think it was 192. And then 201? 202? Now let's head back in. Yeah, I gotta concentrate on this just to make sure I don't mess up. I think I double tapped there by accident, but I don't think... I think it was the leading digit was 1. So my strategy is I keep tapping until the leading digit is 3, and then I check, is it above 350? If not, I keep rolling. If the leading digit is 4 or 5, obviously you just instantly accept it. Those are just the rules that I've set. So we're just gonna go back in. Spell gem materials. That's like the purple amber, that kind of thing. No, not the purple amber. That's like it's it's that stuff. It's that stuff. No, it's not that stuff. Wait, what? I don't... What do you mean by spell gem materials? Have I forgotten? Because I thought spell gem materials were... excuse me? Lucanian Armiger. I think that might be a new creature. And we got a new bonus. More attack and intelligence. Oh yeah, there's definitely some clouds billowing across the screen. Take a look at the new card that we unlocked in a moment. But first... I wanna... Like, what? Hang on a second. Am I blanking? Let me Google this. Siralim Ultimate Spell Gem Materials. Spell gems, materials, enchantments? Oh yeah, it's like the aquamarine, diamond, that kind of thing. Which gives you like cascading, you know, obsidian barrel. Alright, right. So, if you go to our items, materials for... It's this stuff, dude. So, hang on. How have we not found enough of it? You know what? I'll get into combat with you. Let me do a Clayman on you. New wormhole onto you. Oh god, are we fucked? Man. Excuse me? Why is he immune to... Man, come on, dude. I'm never fighting treasure golems. You can't snare this guy either? Yeah, oh my god. He's gonna fucking heal unless we kill him. Okay. Yeah, I think treasure golems might just not be worth fighting. I think we just... with this build anyway. I think maybe we just never mess with them ever again. But with their new AI, they might just randomly run into us. That's the real tragedy. Now that we don't want to kill them anymore, we might be forced to kill them sometimes. Like we're gonna have to run away from them. The roles have been reversed. Alright. Oh, he had chance to resist damage. That must have been why he dodged a couple of our shots. BD is what we want. BD is not what we got, but we got some treasure out of it anyway. Yeah, got some more treasure out of it. Okay. There's somebody whose name gave them away. The text. All right. All right, dude. All right. Where is this last piece of? This last thing. There it is. Okay. Alright, dude, we'll hand in the pilgrimage. Oh yeah, let's take a look at the new card list. I think it was like Armiger? What was it called? So Uralos now has a new card, Mythicant has a new card. Lucanian, right, Lucanian Armiger was what we had. And Effigy was the other card set that we've started collecting. So let's head home. So we've got a lot. Oh, the star means we already own it. Well, if there is there anything? Okay, there's lots of stuff that we don't have yet. There's probably some, yeah, there's probably some costumes that we don't have. Is it gonna be that the ones, is it gonna sort them by whether we own them or whether we don't? Founding of a new home. Interesting. Maybe. Hang on a second. Maybe we want to make that our new arena. No, this thing is the arena. I was gonna say, maybe... I don't think you can palette swap things that are, things that have an actual use. So we'll worry about that later. You know what, let's start another pilgrimage. We've got it costs 30,000 and we have 2,000. So pilgrimage with anybody 77 or below. And then starter. Spell gem crafting materials, but maybe you can just get them by like gambling? Like riddle dwarves? What's the easiest way? Yeah, we are getting... Wait, are we? Glamour? Are we getting like spell gem materials from this? Well, I mean, this should be... No, this is not a... This is an artifact material. Maybe from this? No. Wait. Huh. Huh. So hang on, how do you... Like, does it no longer drops from normal loot, I guess? 424 is good. Maybe you can buy it from the god? Oh, we can... Heart of... Huh. I... Wasn't... Didn't there used to be a thing... like a... Like a thing on the map. Like, when I see something... When I see what I'm talking about... Okay, well, let's look at this first. Spell jugglers are the most talented magical artists of Rudia. They can toss and combine spells with such dexterity that even experienced mages stand in awe. My spell jugglers have mastered great spells. Okay, make your head spin literally. Alright, you know what? They do look colorful. Like... Is this bugged? Hang on. Let's just see what drops in the loot. Red amber. Well, oh my god. 286, 242. I'm gonna have to get rid of these. Wait, have spell gem materials been removed from the game? No, they haven't. No, they haven't, because clearly they're still here. And we can still do projects to get them. Yeah. Yeah, so didn't there used to be a sack that looked kind of like this, but a different color, and you got spell gem materials for collecting it? Am I just like completely gaslighting myself? Because this is all this is giving me is amber. Should I just hand in the Rune of Prophecies? This is giving me Curio, which is an artifact thing. It's a trick slot thing. Does nothing... Maybe nothing drops... Let me... Look... Spell gem. Added new spell gems. Non-ethereal spell gems are now referred as permanent. Spell gem crafting materials can now only be found in god shops. This is important, so I'm actually gonna pop this up for you as well. And their cost has been reduced from 10 emblems to 1 emblem. This means that the overall chance for you to acquire these materials is the same, but will no longer clog up your loot. Note, you can still also obtain dust from experiment missions, but this will be changed in a future patch to... Okay. Okay. Okay, well, in that case... let's find Tamara Murgo. Let's go to the shop. Hang on. What? Hang on a second. Sorry, like I should put the game back on. Give me a moment. But I'm still on this browser page. Spell gem crafting materials brackets dust can now only be found in god shops, and their costs... You can still also obtain dust. So, is there a thing called dust that costs 1? There's small, there's these are... Man, I don't get it, dude. These are trait materials. I tell you what, yeah, so this part of the game looks like it's been completely changed. completely changed. Ah, protected creatures showing up right on cue to spoil the party. So I think we should just hand... Well, let's see what's in this room first. We'll just hand in the Rune of Prophecies in whatever state of completion it is in. Because clearly we're not going to be getting any more spell gem materials. Alright. Getting knowledge. All kinds of knowledge. Alright. Go up and around. Okay, there's nothing there. Except there's a whole bunch of chests in here. And let's head... Well... We'll hand... You know what? We'll hand in the Rune of Prophecies, because maybe there's gonna be new types of prophecies. And maybe the new type of... Actually, no. Maybe the new type... Maybe the new Rune of Prophecies is gonna ask us to kill a specific false god. So we'll deal with that after we've taken out Caliban. Weren't there some nether stones we had to destroy? 242 and 286. 242. 286. Alright. Caliban is gonna be exceedingly annoying. I don't know. I don't know why I put myself through this. Maybe he won't resurrect. Maybe burn their corpses is gonna... Actually, you know what? Let me look this up in the patch notes. False God. False God runes are now much stronger. All false god runes that made the false god weaker have been removed from the game. Noted. The false god portal now spawns after you find 5 runes. Fixed a bug that could rarely cause false god runes to... Okay, that's fine. Okay, so that seems like the only things... The only adjustments that have been made to false gods. Unless this is like in a bug fix section. I guess we'll find out when we fight Caliban. This is also important to just know in general, right? Are false gods still gonna just resurrect for no good reason? Alright, we're gonna be fighting him in Damarel. Alright, you... Immune to spell damage seems fine to me. Let's go to the yeah, isn't there like a one cost thing? Well... Is this incrementing? No, it's not. Okay, so we should just hand in this Rune of Prophecies because it... Oof. Okay, 255. Because it looks like maybe that is just not a... not a thing anymore. Alright. I'm 5% of his health? Really, dude? Equal. Alright. Yeah, the runes are now much more of a pain, it seems. Loses 80% less stats. Gains 10 buffs. And the portal has spawned. Well, before we potentially die to Caliban, let's just get the rest of this realm dealt with. And that's giving us attack, which is a pretty useless stat. But defense is not useless. The defense does still matter. Alright. Nothing there. Nothing there. The Robodomi Master. Robodomi represent the perfect marriage of magic and machinery. Their processors can calculate 1 million battle strategies per second, and their shields are impenetrable to conventional attacks. And the mechanical army operates at peak efficiency with each unit network for optimal performance. Prepare for systematic elimination of all opposition. Now, listen, I'm sure you guys had a great build, but you know, it's just your bad luck that you ran into us. Don't feel too bad. Don't feel bad about it. You won't be the first, and you won't be the last. To go down to the fermented hops party. God, I'm just barely keeping afloat right now. I've got to focus on what's happening in front, while also just trying to think about everything that's different about this game. I feel like I'm holding it together pretty well, all things considered. So my understanding seems to be that the cards you get from random loot will prioritize cards you haven't found yet. And then duplicate cards have a chance of just dropping from the creatures as you're fighting them. You know what? I'm just gonna go in. I'm gonna take out Caliban, see how he's doing. Hey buddy, how's it going? Let's do blank slate. Let's do greater dispel first. Now let's do entangling roots. That there we go. That wasn't that bad. Nothing there. Nothing there. Here we go. Your creatures are immune to silence. Heaping Treasure gives us a trait Netherstone. Alright. What anointment can we afford to lose? Well, we'll go back home. We picked up a trait Netherstone, didn't we? Creatures always have agile. In addition, has a okay, chance. Whatever, that's not that important. There's a bit of loot that we could pick up in this realm. Oh yeah, and we've unlocked the mermaid. That should maybe give us a Steam achievement as well. Oh my god, I've had the browser open the entire time. Oh no. Oh no, I've had the... I killed Caliban with the browser open instead of the game. I'm just gonna close the browser. I mean, we're almost at the end of the episode, but yeah. Really sorry about that. Really sorry about that. I'll make a note in the video with like a timestamp for where the to where I realized the horrible mistake that I've made. All right. Did I even show you the Netherstone? It was 400. Well, it was a pretty crappy Netherstone. So, really sorry about that. Yeah, I messed up. I messed up. But, you know, we didn't lose too much, hopefully. Alright. Let's go up. Let's yoink this. Then let's hand in our Rune of Prophecies. 2 projects to hand in, but first let's hand in the Goblet of Trials. It's gonna be a pretty paltry, like, 5 or 6 lines. 9 lines, okay. That wasn't that bad. Yeah, so it looks like maybe spell gem materials is just now no longer a thing. Well, 2 raid missions is pretty bad. I don't know if we'll do that. Let's just quickly bop 4080. Do we need to hand in our Goblet of Trials? We don't, so we'll hold on to that. Let's quickly bop 4080. It's so quick going in. Okay. Did they want to kill us kill a specific false god? No. Okay. Well, let's set a new bounty against I don't know, man. Impington Reborn. Now let me look at my anointments. Is there anything that I am? No, this needs to be. This needs to be that way. Shadowbringer, Worldbreaker, I think is also important. Windrunner, I mean, Singleton is the only one. Well, let's look at page 1. Let's get rid of... I mean, the only thing that makes sense is get rid of voracity and put a... and put in... what was that? The Kabbalist anointment? Or was that an... wait. No, no, it was an evoker anointment? Yeah, outspoken. And then our attacks are gonna be very weak. Nah, hang on. I feel like in most realms it's gonna be better to not have it this way. Only for false gods, I think, where it's absolutely crucial that the battle starts out properly. So let's just put the other one back. And if only we had like one more slot. You know what? In the long term, when we've got everything else completed, when we're playing as the Royal, we're gonna have enough slots to put in everything that we want. But for now, we gotta do this to get these achievements done. Okay, so what was accomplished in this episode? Well, for the first time ever, we took a look at Siralim Ultimate 2.0. I was immediately overwhelmed. I had the browser tab open for a while and I didn't even realize. We already found a couple skins. I have forgotten what they were. They were skins for Godspawn creatures. We found several new cards, including our first duplicate. But we also started on a couple new card sets. So we started on the effigy card set. This is amazing. Less indirect damage. I think we're going to fast track this one. We also started on the Lucanian card set. That was pretty nice. And then we got a duplicate for one of the centaurs. Let me see if I can find it. The no, sorry, not the centaur, a satyr. We found a duplicate satyr rammer. And now we're just gonna be farming stats. The more cards we find, the more stats we farm. The only stats we really care about, ultimately, on this party and on most of our parties, it's gonna be health and defense. But you know what? It's good to have other stats, because maybe, I don't know what the other spells are. Maybe there are spells where we can just siphon our useless stats into our useful ones, like, you know, reduce your speed to 0, but set your, you know, increase your intelligence, sorry, increase your defense by this much, you know, stuff. There's value in having any kind of stat, even if it's a useless one. There's lots of things you can do in this game, so we did that. We got several achievements done as well. Mainly for fighting some of the new masters and collecting some of the new currencies. But no matter how many achievements we got, we're still only at 90% game completion. I think that's the most painful thing out of all of this. With all the new achievements added, we've been downgraded. We've got 485 more achievements to get. We've gotten 4,800 overall. Yeah, we're the goalposts have shifted, and we just gotta accommodate that. But you know what? There's just more stuff for us to do in this awesome awesome game. Let's actually take a look at some of the progress for other achievements. I just want to check how much we're at 87,000 defense. Once some of these other achievements start getting knocked off, then we can really start going faster, a lot more quickly. But for now, I think we just gotta take our lumps. Yeah, I think that's gonna be all. Oh yeah, one thing I should mention. I'll put this in the video description as well. I might just record a separate little thing. I think we're back to doing Siralim Ultimate on weekdays. I think for the first couple weeks I'll do it Wednesday and Friday, and then I'll have one day where I'm just by myself looking at everything that's new in the new patch. But then eventually I think we'll go back to Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and then no longer on Sundays, and then I can either just take the weekends to rest, or we'll do some other stuff on the weekends. Slay the Spire is still going to be going up Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Oh yeah, I've already pre-scheduled all the way to episode 100, where I'm beating Ascension 20 Heart, for it to go up on at noon. So I think what I'll do is, I don't want two videos going up at the exact same time, because it messes up the ordering in YouTube Studio. So I think what I'll do is Monday, Wednesday, or like Wednesday, Friday, and then eventually Monday, Wednesday, Friday. It'll be 11 a.m. instead of noon, meaning it'll go up slightly earlier. You don't have to watch it at 11 a.m. obviously. You can wait until noon or wait until whenever, but that's gonna be my plan. Also, oh yeah, I hit 500 subscribers recently. I should do something special for that, but that's I'll think about it. I've got a few ideas, but I'll think about it. We'll do something fitting. But yeah, that's gonna be all for this episode. Yeah, hope you enjoyed it. If you're playing the game yourselves, hope you guys are having a good time, having some good old luck, and yeah, I'm gonna say thank you so much for watching, and until the next time, until Friday, take care.